all peeps, I'm Scarabic, you're watching Scarabic Gaming. Welcome to my channel. Thank you all for tuning in.
Today we're going to be continuing on with Rise of
Insanity, straight after the intro.
Steven, can I see you in my office?
Sure, why not? I don't see why not. That's right, everything's reversed. Man, it's really hard for me to do that. I don't know how people do this, especially in shooters. Up and down and down. No. It's wrong. It's wrong and immoral, I swear. It's wrong and immoral. I don't know, I always see it from like a gun's perspective. The butt of the gun goes up, point of the barrel looks down, which is why up is down and down is up. It makes way more sense for me that way. Oh god. Alright, am I in your office? Is this what you wanted me to see? Alright. Mother and 7-year-old son murdered. Woman receives 30 stab wounds 2 days after the child is strangled during sleep. The father of the family is the one responsible for the commission of all of these horrible acts. I thought so.
How are you feeling today? Everything's okay? I think it's time to show you something. Let's go to the next room. Have a seat and make yourself comfortable.
Sure. I'll trust you. Let's do that. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's do that. That's perfectly fine. There's no issues here. There is no possible way this is going to jump scare the crap out of me.
Our relationship started to pass away suddenly.
Hey, she's kind of
Steven
pretty.
treated me like a lodger, unwanted person, with whom he lived because it was a kind of interest. And I started to live on memories and projections that were so beautiful in my head, so perfect. Steven was in them like years before, like when we moved into our new house and we planned to make a big garden, only for us. These memories made me stronger, helped me to survive, and wait for tomorrow with hope. First time, I thought that maybe I'm only dreaming, or the projections about him became ridiculously strong. He came to me like before, smiling, happy, with sparkles in his eyes. Similar situations repeated in the next weeks, and I, instead of looking for their source, was waiting till my loving Steven came back, just for a while, to feel like before, like years ago. At the beginning of our relationship, Steven often told me about interesting things from the psychology ward. During his studies, he met with the case of a patient with multiple personalities. I remember well this case because it seemed to be very exciting. So many different personalities in one body that differ in IQ, beliefs, talents, and even visual acuity. I hid my husband's illness to meet with Eddie, his second personality. To feel happy, just for a while, to fulfill my dreams. During our romance, we often met in the garden. Today, I again talked with Eddie. He is in very bad condition. Steven's therapy started to even scare him, he says. He must make terrible things to be cured and finally take a breath. As a last resort, I will send this recording to Abraham.
I knew it. We are the same person. I'm the one with the split personality disorder. I knew it. Oh no. Nope. 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 Just keep going. Oh. Ah! Fuck you! Ah, shit. How do I traverse this? there's a rubber ducky. Oh yeah, the gateway to hell. Let's run into it. Oh, whoa, hey, hey. Okay, I'm back in my house. Fuck this. No! No, 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 no! No, no, no! Back up! Nope. Ah, fuck. And now I'm in the garden. Shit. Is there a headlight around here? No. Oh, shit. No! No, 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 no! No, no, no! No, that's a grave. That's a grave and that's a shovel. That's a bird and that's been following me. Oh, fuck. No, run, run, just run. Just run. There's a light. There's a light. Light is good. Light is great. Fuck. Okay, light is not good. Light is not great. Run away. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? That's the birds. Again with the birds. Jesus. Fuck! What?
He won't let me out. I won't get out. It doesn't feel like home.
I'm not flying.
But I will stay here in those walls.
Holy shit. Holy shit! Okay. So I was a psychologist with split personality disorder, and that made it really interesting because I was trying to treat myself, and then I ended up having a weird fling with my own wife. So I was cheating on, no, she was cheating on me with me, and then I ended up stabbing her 30 times and then killing the child. And then I went insane, I went to jail, and then all of this horrible stuff happened, and then I killed myself. Dude, that is so heavy! That's like a brain fuck. Thank you for playing. Continue. Is there anything after this? No. Oh my god. Well, that was Rise of Insanity. That was Rise of Insanity. And that was just really insane. That was really intense. It was scary. There were times where it was really, really scary, and I had the jump scares and everything, and yeah, it was creepy as hell. But it's like exploring the mind of someone who is so demented that they've got really, really bad split personality disorder, and they can't decipher between who they are to who they were, and like what their identity is, what their birth name is, and then they create this alternate world and acting in a different way. It's so weird. It's like, yeah, it is a form of like schizophrenia or a derivative of schizophrenia, and then he's had all of those experiments that were the articles were saying that were questionable, and one of his patients drove herself to suicide because of his treatment of her. and then he destroys the evidence of that. And it's so weird. Like, you play as a sick and twisted character where you're the reason that everything bad happened, but it's only because you've got mental issues that happen. And that's crazy. That like really connects to me. I don't have split personality disorder, but I got like anxiety, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder, and among other things. But it really connected to me, this game, because of the way that he sort of sees the world. All the jump scares and stuff, and all of that was all like classic horror, and it was amazing, the game. But the way that the mindset of everything that happens in this is sort of like, I can relate to, because I've got these problems where I get flashes of things, and it's really intense. It's like, I don't hallucinate things that aren't there or anything like that, but I do get like big memory flashes. It's sort of like how he changes rooms, and he turns around and he's in a different room and he's in a different sort of scenario and stuff. Sometimes it feels like I teleport, like I don't even know where I'm going. I just like zone out into my own head, and then I'm from one room into another room, and then I'm just like, bam, I'm in another room, and I'm like, holy shit, what just happened? What happened to the last 20 minutes? And sometimes, yeah, you can just lose yourself into that 20, or what do they call it? That 1,000-yard stare. And you can lose yourself in that. And that is something that is a serious issue for a lot of people. And just connecting with this character, I know he's like just killed his family, but it was so complicated and complex. And like, I can see where his wife was like, oh, it's so different, but it was fun at the same time, you know, being with both personalities, where one of them was driving them away, but the other one was sort of really happy and nice and playful. And how that sort of like reminds me of like chronic mood swings. And I do get chronic mood swings where you can just go from being extremely ecstatically happy to just absolute darkness and just despair and just horrible depression. There's nothing that can bring your day back to life. And having to deal with that, and then like the bursts of anger, the bursts of rage, and like you get angry at yourself and angry at life, and then you blame things and you start getting irritated, and you start to dissociate yourself from the world. And like having that and then snapping back to, oh no, everything's fine. I can totally understand that. And it's like the biggest step forward is to be able to talk to people about it, is to be able to admit it to yourself, to know that you've got a problem, and to be able to recognize when it's happening is part of the healing process. And that is something that has taken me years to be able to accomplish, is that I've been able to go, okay, so I'm fucked up, but I know it, and I'm able to identify it as it happens, so then it doesn't end up becoming like a spiral of into the unknown abyss of what is my mind. So no, I totally relate to this, and I really do care about the character. Like, he may have done something absolutely horrible. I mean, a murder of both his pregnant wife and child. Technically, that's a wife and 2 children. That's horrible. That is a horrible crime. That is a major horrible act. And like, he ends up in an insane asylum and stuff. It's crazy. But he is crazy. That's the thing. Like, he needs to be on severe medication. He needs to get help. He would be criminally insane for the rest of his life. And for some people, there is no out. For some people, there is no outside world to them. They're all up in here. And then sometimes when it reflects on the outside world, they end up in jail, or they end up in a mental institution, or a criminally insane institution. And there's nothing that these people can really have outside of just the support that the government can provide, and the judicial system can actually do something to help these people. Even though sometimes they do some horrible things, and I'm not saying that it's a I'm not trying to like give them any sort of excuse. I'm just saying that mental illness is a serious thing. And I'm glad that, you know, that the system is actually trying. They're actually attempting to do something right. And it's actually getting better nowadays because we understand more modern medicines and stuff like that. To be able to do that, to be able to look at the past, look at all the horrible procedures that have happened in insane asylums and stuff over the years, and the horrible experimentations that have gone down throughout human history, live human experiments and animal experiments and everything like that. But the good that they can take from that is what they learned. So instead of just going, we can't use this research because it was made on immoral grounds, they've found a way to go, well, it's been done. The damage is done. We can't undo the damage. So at least they've learnt from that, and then they've gone, look, we're never doing that shit again. But because of that, we're able to do this. And they've moved forward and progressed through modern medicine and through mental health, psychology, and so many things that have actually stemmed from that. And like, it's good that you're able to take something good from something horrifying and bad and be able to help society in a way and push it in a way that it's able to be able to sustain itself and to heal the sick. And even if we can't heal the sick, we're able to put them in a safe place where they can live out the rest of their days without having to hurt anyone else or themselves. And that is something that is a serious problem. There is a massive problem when it comes to mental illness and suicide and things like that. So if you are one of those people that is watching this and you can relate to this character or relate to me or anything like that, or if you're going through a hard time in your life, reach out to someone, talk to family members, talk to friends, talk to people like Beyond Blue or some sort of mental health phone call, or see a psychiatrist or a psychologist, or just go to the doctors and tell them that you're not feeling well. And seek help for yourself, because there is help out there now. We don't live in the 1800s anymore. We live in the 21st century. We can actually go and do something about these problems. There are medications that can help us. There are different breathing patterns and stuff that can help us calm down when we're getting frustrated and feeling anxious. There are so many things that we are able to do and able to get through. And it took me years to be able to get through what I'm going through. And I'm going through a lot at the moment, but it took me years to learn how to cope with things. And it's not going to be an easy journey. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, it's just like a flip of the cake. Just cheer up. No! The fact is, it does take some commitment. You actually have to mentally want it. Because life is precious. Life is worth it. And if you have any sort of mental illness, you need to get on top of that immediately. Because it won't just destroy you on the inside, it will also destroy the people around you, and that will make you feel worse. So seek help. And to everyone else that's just watching this and going, man, he's just rambling now. This has been Rise of Insanity. I played it on the Xbox One X. I got it for about $15 on Xbox Live. It was very good, very good. I really did enjoy the game. It was very short. I will say that it's very short, but worth $15? Yeah, I think so. I think I drew a lot more out of it because of how I am. But no, I definitely see the appeal of this game, and I think that the developers should definitely make another game. Like this is great. This is grand. This is awesome. It kind of reminded me of Layers of Fear, just like a shorter version of Layers of Fear. So, if you enjoy that sort of thing, Rise of Insanity. There you go. You've been watching Scarabic Gaming. Thank you all for watching. I love my inner peeps. Mwah! Mwah! To you all, thank you so much for being there for me and supporting me through this. You help with my mental issues. You seriously do. Every like, every comment, every share, every subscription, it makes me feel so much better on the inside. And you are literally helping me live my life and live it in happiness. So thank you all for being there and supporting. So like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Let people know I exist. And I'll see you soon, INTERPEEPS.